Hi, I'm Tracy Griffin, and I help women flip the fear that keeps them stuck, overwhelmed, and doubting their worth. After navigating my own journey through career transitions, personal setbacks, and even breast cancer, I've learned firsthand how fear, and especially the fear of comparison, can keep us playing small. But I've also learned something else: you don't have to let it. I remember scrolling through social media and seeing someone else's success and thinking, she figured it out so fast. What am I doing wrong? I'll never catch up. Have you ever felt like everyone else is moving forward while you're stuck in place? Maybe you've thought, I'll never be as good as them. People will think I'm not enough. I should be further along. Yeah, me too. But here's the truth: this is fear, and it is lying to you. Let's talk about what's really happening when we compare and how to flip it for good. So, why do we feel this way? Your brain is designed to protect you. When you see someone ahead, your brain panics. What if I'm falling behind? What if I will never catch up? This is called negativity bias, and your brain focuses on what it's missing instead of what is working. Then there's the spotlight effect. We think that everyone is watching us, but guess what? They're too busy thinking about themselves. And then let's talk about the imposter syndrome. The more we grow, the more we doubt ourselves, because we start seeing how much we don't know. But here's the best part: fear and excitement trigger the same part of the brain. That means we can flip the fear into motivation. So let me show you how. Flipping the fear of not being good enough. So instead of saying, I'll never be as good as them, do a logical flip. Growth happens at different speeds. Just like trees don't all grow at the same time, neither do people. Or do the self-comparison flip. I am doing my best, and that is always enough. Or there's the action flip. Write down 3 things you did well this week. Small wins always count. The second fear is judgment. People will think I'm not good enough. Do a logical flip, where most people aren't watching you as closely as you think. They're focused on their own lives. Or the self-comparison flip. I don't have to be perfect to be worthy and loved. And then there's the action flip. Every morning, look in the mirror and say, I am worthy. I am enough. And yes, do it out loud. Fear number 3, not living up to expectations. Thinking that you should be further along. There's a logical flip, where life is not a race. No one has the same timeline. And the self-compassion flip. I'm exactly where I need to be for my own journey. Then there's the action flip. Instead of focusing on what you haven't done, write down everything that you've accomplished. You've come so much further along than you think. I promise you. Now let's take action and make the flip stick. So step number 1, do a fear to possibility list. Write down your fear in one column, and next to it, write the flipped version. So an example would be, what if I'm not as good as, fill in the blank? What if I'm not worried about what others think, and I'm authentic to who I am instead? Or step number 2, you can do a future you letter. I love this. Write a letter from your future self to you right now. And it can say anything, but something that you can start it with is you were worried about what others thought, that you would never measure up. But look at you now. You were scared, but you did it anyway. You were authentic to who you are, and now you are shining. Step number 3, taking small steps. And use the 5-second rule that I learned from Mel Robbins. Fear tells you to wait, but confidence comes from action. So here's what that 5-second rule is. When fear creeps in, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and move. Take a step, any step, before your brain talks you out of it. Some examples may be you're scared to post online. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hit send. Overthinking a decision. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, choose and move forward. Avoiding a tough conversation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pick up the phone and dial. Every time you take even a tiny step, you rewire your brain to see fear differently. Fear will always be there, but now you know how to flip it. You don't have to be fearless. You just have to fear less. You are already enough, and you've got this. You always have. Drop a line in the comments if you're flipping your fear today. And if this hit home, hit subscribe and let's flip fear together. Do you want more fear flipping videos? Look in the description and sign up there.